Bueno, estamos acá en Watkins Glen, mi pista favorita de todo el circuito de IMSA WeatherTech. Es una pista extremadamente selectiva, con muchas subidas y bajadas. Y luego, después del año pasado, cuando hicieron el recapeamiento de la pista, se quedó maravillosa, sin ningún brinco, está súper smooth. Y yo creo que esto nos va a ayudar bastante a nuestros Acura NSX. Nos gusta bastante cuando la pista está bien lisita. Bueno, son 6 horas de carrera, mucha cosa puede pasar y los autos son bastante confiables mecánicamente. Por lo menos este año todas las carreras siempre estuvimos súper fuertes y ojalá nos toque un podio en este final de semana acá.
Sí, estamos aquí en Watkins Glen una vez más. Es una pista que me gusta mucho. Esto es una carrera muy importante para nosotros porque estamos en segundo lugar del campeonato, pero estamos un poquito atrás. Queremos hacer un punto de viraje aquí para podermos intentar ganar esta carrera. Ganamos el año pasado, esperamos que todo va bien y vamos a hacer nuestro mejor para ganar otra vez.
Down to Brian, everybody.
We knew we were going to have to get in laps as fast as we could early, but we also knew that the fast lap was going to be at the end of the session because the track was going to be drying. The track was pretty much completely dry from one all the way to the exit of the boot, and then we got surprised with a splash coming out of the boot that we had to deal with each lap. So the lap times were a little bit off for everybody as we were slipping through that. I found a little different groove than I normally run through there and kind of hooked it in from the outside and got a really good shot off that I think a couple other guys weren't doing. So I think that might have paid off for a couple tenths, and that might have been the edge. But boy, our first pole with the Acura NSX worldwide, and these guys have come along so much in the last few months. It's been amazing. I got to pay tribute to Dale and Mike Shank and all the HPD guys that have been doing so much work behind the scenes. It's hard at home to comprehend the amount of work behind the scenes and the attention to detail to the minute, tiniest things on the car that make these thousands, hundredths, and then tenths of a second to get us to close the gap to where we know our competition is, which is very high. So to accomplish this mid-season in our first year is a pretty neat deal. Pretty wild, continuing the momentum from Detroit. You know, we looked at Detroit and it was rather unexpected. We had great strategy calls that got us into our position there, and then we were able to defend from there. But this is an outright qualifying pole position, and that's just pace. That means this NSX is fast. So the strategy doesn't come as much into play. Our engineering certainly does. The guys at HPD working and doing all their stuff. But to continue the momentum from Detroit win to a New York pole at my favorite racetrack is pretty cool. Hopefully we can translate that into another win tomorrow at the 6 Hours of the Glen.
Awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good run. I mean, this is, the sun came out just in time for us to put on a good show for everybody here at Watkins Glen. It's been a bit of a weird weekend with rain and dry, but this is fun to be able to go out and throw down. I mean, this is what qualifying is all about. You get to run low fuel and you get to go after it and you get to throw down and put the car where you don't normally do in practice and really push it. So I had a couple good laps, but I had a really good one on the last lap, and that's what really sealed the deal. They told me 1/10 would get close, So we ended up getting 3 tenths out of it, and that put us well clear. You never know. This group of cars, this group of drivers and teams, you never know to the checkered flag and the last cars come across if you've got the pole. So I came across, this is your P1 now, but there's 2 cars to come across. So I idled up to the bus stop and they said, yeah, we're good. So great to be part of this program. Ford, Chip Ganassi Racing, it's an awesome place for me. I'm so comfortable here. I love all the people here, and when you have that comfort level, you can do great things. I expect a great show for everybody that shows up here at Watkins Glen or watches on Fox Sports. It's going to be a show. This GTLM class has proven to be the class to watch. I mean, not taken away from the prototype guys, but this is a proper dogfight out there. You know, you got a lot of great drivers, teams, and cars. So I don't expect that anybody's going to run away with this as much as I'd like to say we would. We probably won't, and it's going to be a fight right to the end.
So we got kind of lucky with the weather today. It was looking like it was going to rain. Basically the whole weekend. The forecast a few days ago wasn't looking so good. But yeah, it looks like we got the rain over with this morning. So we got to practice hopefully what's going to be the setup for tomorrow in the race, because we weren't sure if we're going to have a rain setup or a dry setup. Or yeah, we kind of needed to learn things as fast as possible. So we got the extra session in qualifying to test our dry setup. And it worked out pretty well. It was a blast to drive, honestly. It was really fun. So got an awesome setup, put in some good laps, so I think we're looking good for tomorrow. There's always pressure. I mean, like I said before, there's a lot that can go wrong with the 6 hours, and we have to race with all the traffic and coexist. So there's still things that can go wrong, but I mean, I have faith in everybody on the team, my teammates. You know, everybody does a fantastic job. So I have no doubt in any of them. It's yeah, just up to us to put it all together.
Yeah, you know, it was really good to be out there today. The car felt great. You know, we've rolled out the truck with a very good car. We just needed a little tweaks from practice 1 to practice 2, and then to qualifying. So it was the car felt great. You know, the team has done an incredible job since the beginning of the year to get this car where it is today. It doesn't mean much for the race because it's a very long race, but it feels very good to be on pole. And just a big thanks to these guys because they've been working really hard. A classificação hoje foi muito boa. Essa equipe tem trabalhado muito forte para conseguir botar o carro na pole, né? Foi um começo de ano muito difícil, mas a gente está mostrando aqui com muito trabalho a gente pode chegar lá. E terminar hoje na pole não significa nada para a corrida, mas é muito bom começar na primeira fila, na pole. E vamos ver, acho que o carro está muito bom para a prova, vai ser uma prova muito disputada, mas eu queria agradecer a equipe mais uma vez, porque foi um trabalho realmente muito bom. E é isso aí, a gente se vê amanhã. Thank you.